So I think it's working. I'm gonna be in a weird spot over here, chat. Then this track will go right there as well. And yep, we're live there, we're live there. Okay. Yeah, so we'll see how this works out. But the intention is that we got head tracking working, and it was working a second ago. So do I have Big Sponge add as a I don't, so I can't rejoin him for sure. But it's definitely a lot more sensitive than I used to have. I used to have that on pretty wild dead zones. And I'm not sure if it was picking up those changes. But we'll see. Yeah, Aries, and it was the link you sent me to. I had to fully wipe and uninstall everything I had already done. We installed it via gear lever, and that's when it actually let me take the install files. And we got the bridge set up, but now it's just a little oversensitive, and it was like really frustrating to use almost. Also, I can't get the hotkeys to work yet, but I can probably do that by editing the config file. But yeah, it's working, and then I have to go over here and see. This is where it's annoying because I don't have a hotkey, so I'll have to like set up right here, do that, and then you see like any minor tiny movement is being picked up. And back on Windows, I had it set to where there's actually quite a big dead zone. It was only when I looked that it would move, and it's like it's really rough. It's really rough, but it is technically working. I just need to be like so completely stiff-necked. Why are there 3 motherfucking Idrises? What in the shit? I swear, spawning an Idris in free flight should just be grounds to be banned. That's wild, dude. So yeah, and I have on the detailed axis stuff, I had set up curvature for it. Right, I tried to do a dead zone, but like here we go. Like I should be in the dead zone here, but it's not detecting it, right? So I don't know how to fix this next, but technically the raw input is working now. Yeah, it was that exact setup file with the doing it via gear lever. That did work. You set? Oh, or not? But yeah, it's definitely a lot of progress. Is there a different server up, perhaps? Maybe there's a way to... Hey, Sky. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's so sensitive though. It really is like almost like painful on the neck sensitive. And there's like a drift to it, it feels like. Like if I just stay here, so I feel like it's gonna keep drifting like that, you see? But it is still an improvement if it is way oversensitive. Might turn off roll for right now too. I feel like it's hard to even kind of keep my eyes on the pip right now. Oh, ESP is still turned off. Oh man, why is this ESP turning off thing happening? Hold on, let's push through, get some distance. There we go. I'll apologize after. I was fighting Big Sponge earlier and had the same thing. I really hate that this ESP stuff. You see, it feels like I can't actually even look around. It's just so sensitive that I'm going to lose track on where I am. But it's still better than nothing. I feel like it's messing with other stuff too, like just how shaky my screen is now. It's really hard to just aim. Like my aim feels so trash. But it's okay, it's still progress. Yeah, no, so what was going on was this. Big Sponge. I got head tracking working, but it's super sensitive. Like even the slightest thing is wrecking my screen. And so it's really hard for me to see on that, and then the ESP was turned off. So I still have the ESP bug where I needed to toggle it before I get it ready for each fight. So it was a mess. It was a mess, but we're making progress here on the setup. I just, like, even talking is moving my screen around, and that's just really distracting. We had a lot of dead zones on Windows that I can't seem to get to work over here. It can't be set in game. There's smoothing in game, but not a raw dead zone. I had a pretty big dead zone where I could kind of just do this type of stuff, and like the general movements of my head and body wouldn't be put in. Yeah. But yeah, like, I don't know why it's not detecting them in here. We tried to do that with dead zones, but like, if we'll spawn the ship again here, right? And we go back to do Linux track. Hold on, it's this third one here. Usually we should be in the dead zone, but it's picking it up. See? Because it shouldn't move at all until this point, until like that's a little much, but still, like I was just trying it out. Like really, I would want like there's where it would start to move. Yeah. Even turning the sensitivity all the way down. Yeah. I wonder if I could. It feels like none of this stuff is actually applying. Yeah, in the in-game settings, what I might do is turn off roll and seat. That will help a little bit. And then we could throw up some smoothing, but I mean, it's still, that's just like adding input latency. It's not really leveling out my micro movements. It is, yeah, we have a wine bridge. Oh, wait, are you saying that maybe I could actually just open the full-ass Track IR software? It's okay. Getting rid of the wall did help. hate this pip. I hate fighting arrows, man. Dude, it's just so unfun to have to shoot everywhere but the pip to try and hopefully get a shot on. Not any shit on the Yondics, just it's just like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Just tracing for the hit marker, man. I wonder. I wonder if this will work. I don't think it will, right? There was a chance to launch it. I guess it doesn't work like that quite right, but it did show up there. I guess we'll try a little bit of smoothing. Surprised you got shields back there, that's okay. We'll go for it as well here. Good fight, Alex. Good fight. He's getting so good, man. It doesn't help that, like I said, it's very distracting that any micro movement is moving my screen. His aim's wild. Yeah, I really want to fix this. This is really annoying. I don't get a dead zone. But I don't know how to fix it because, like, it's just simply not reading any of the input from the GUI. It just doesn't give a shit. Like, I'll turn off all of these things. Hit save. It doesn't give a shit. It does not give a shit, right? Even though this in there is turned off, right? So it's like half working. Oh, that was a bad roll reversal right there. Why I do that? Can my fucking... Yeah, no, I don't care. Good fight, man. It's really annoying. I think I'm just gonna turn it off. I think I'm just gonna turn it off because it's just... It's so annoying. Literally any movement I'm doing is putting movement in my screen, and it's just really hard to stay focused on the pit. I need to fix that. Here I was complaining all these times about not having it, and now I have it. It's like, oh man. Without the dead zone, it really is just hard to keep a fixed point of aim. Like, the screen is so shaky. Hey, see that? Yeah, no, honestly, same. We're still damaging and fighting with our Linux install. I don't know how much longer we're doing. We were able to get head tracking to work, but it's ignoring our dead zones and our sensitivity settings. So like any micro movement of my neck is coming in, and while doing this, it's really shaky and it's really hard to aim. So I gotta figure out why. It's entirely ignoring all of our settings in here in the axis setup. There should be a dead zone here. It's ignoring it entirely. That's what I'm dealing with right now. Oh, and ESP's turned off again. Why in the fuck? I swear Star Citizen is pissing me off. Why is ESP turned off again, dude? Is it even worth trying to get distance on him? I mean, we're hitting shots right now, so. Some resources back. It doesn't feel like it works, Aeonix. It does not feel like it works at all. It feels entirely off to me, so I don't care that people say it works. It does not feel that way to me. And I was having ESP issues on Linux earlier as well. Yeah, so if we go in here, you see right now we should be in a dead zone. That flat spot shouldn't put in any input. That should be a place where I can have a little bit of leeway. But no, it moves in there. It really does just feel like the it's just you taking all the raw bases, but yeah, it's so annoying, especially with twin sticks. Like, I mean, there's so much micro input that's just put into that. And now we gotta recenter it too. But yeah, honestly, I don't know if it's worth it. It's giving me so much trouble. And I mean, the frame rate's awesome. It runs way better than it did on my Windows install. But it's giving me so much of a headache. Yeah, SE itself runs great on Linux. It's just all of my peripherals that run terrible. And it's really pissing me off, honestly. I've been trying for a better part of a week to get it working. Like, I like the OS. I like using the console and stuff. It actually does feel quite good. And the game does run better. Nah. Not right now, Badger. Like it's nice. It's just, yeah. If I were to flare, I think my radar logs. Well, don't worry about it, Ionix. I'm not upset with you at all. I'm just frustrated that every time, I mean, we're making progress, we are, but the ESP settings are really pissing me off. And honestly, the whole pip situation is pissing me off right now. Like I really think it feels bad to dogfight. Like the more people have gotten used to the current weapon velocities, I don't know, it's either that or it's something with the netcode in 4.9 and maybe 4.10 with the Helium and instancing. To me, it just feels really bad to dogfight right now. I don't know if it's Linux. I don't know if it's, you know, how my sticks are pulling on Linux or something like that. Like that was an issue I had at first. But the pip is just a straight lie, like literally until you're at like 200 meters. And it's, I feel like it's the worst it's ever been for inaccurate pip. And especially against the Arrow and the Wolf, it's just fucking really frustrating to have basically perfect on pip aim and then not get rewarded for it. And I know off pip aim is a skill. It's frustrating. I don't know what's up with like the netcode or if it's just. I was enjoying it on Windows. I will say that, like, I wasn't having the same much rage as I was there. But hey, Loki's back. I haven't seen him in a while. So we'll see. I'm about to. So my last day at work is officially Friday, and then I am a self-employed man. And I'll have a lot more time to tinker with stuff and mess around. So I might go out to Windows. I might try. I want to fix Linux if I can, because the game does run awesome. But I don't know. It feels bad to fly and fight right now. I don't know if it's Linux. I don't know if it's something that changed recently. The ESP thing is new. Yeah. This is also like the worst Shield gameplay has ever been, though. I doubt he actually wants to go. He looked like he was messing with something. But yeah, like, so whenever I was fighting you, Aeondix, literally, like I was getting like pretty much that wiggly of a screen here because I have no dead zone, so even the slightest movement is messing up my aim. And like it's frustrating to finally get it working and then is not taking its own settings, right? Like, because in here it can. Here I can, if we turn off the move right here, I can, and here we're turning off the roll too. Here I'm talking, I'm doing stuff, and it's not moving at all because there are dead zones, right? And then I can look, and I need to adjust whatever the fuck is going on with the pitch in that one. In that one. Maybe it's a good thing that the pitch ain't working like that. Yeah, the pitch is way too high for that zone. But yeah, like that. And it's working fine in there, but it's instantaneous regardless of my dead zones in SC. It's still an improvement. And I was gonna just buy a fucking webcam for it, but I don't know. It might not be worth all the effort. All right, I'll let Badger kill me now if he wants. Actually, let me get my ESP on first. Or did he just give up or exit the menu? Isn't this time to kill engaging, guys? Alright. Alright. Why is my... Okay, I guess he actually did shoot me with a bit of ballistic, so let's reset. Move you back over there. Recenter off that. All right. Argos was just diving in the past. But he doesn't want to. That's okay. Good fight, Amdex. It's workable, it's just frustrating. Alright, I'll stop. I'll try to stop raging here, guys. Just, oh man. We're so close to being done and this being perfect. Pretty enough roll did help. Good fight. Oh man. Yeah, it's really it's really hard to keep the head straight. All right. Maybe I just need to get used to it. Oh, is Loki using ballistics? Hey, Ekon. We got the head tracking working, but we don't got the dead zone working, so any minor movement in my neck is being put in right now. We tried to stymie it with some smoothing, but it's still not great. Before I had a small dead zone, so I could like talk and like, you know, do inputs with that without adjusting my aim. But yeah. Yeah, I'm not 2Ed's biggest fan. I see what he's trying to do, but it's really cringe. He also went after Min Min, which was another content creator, and he was saying some pretty bad stuff, like some reportable stuff. So I did. Like, it's one thing to not like somebody because they're third partying or not following fucking dual etiquette. It's another thing to attack somebody's identity and to make slurs. So really, Kel was? That's a shame. For some reason, I thought Kel was better. I'll let Badger kill me now. He will kill me. Do you guys think we're gonna be seeing any Stingray news soon? Holy shit, we killed Badger. That is rare. That's the second time I beat Badger, by the way, guys. Part of it, I think, was just the debuff to the blade. Badger's a very, very, very good pilot. Yeah. At least young kids, but I mean, okay, look. Young kids is one thing, but like, I'm not saying like cancel them or no one can get better or whatever, but you still should be held responsible for the things you say to other people in a social space, right? Gaming is a social space. This is a moderated space, right? It's not Xbox Live back in the day, right? And even then, like, a lot of that stuff like is really not okay, especially like The stuff I saw was pretty nasty. And like I said, I try not to ever assume, you know, what's going on with somebody or anything else like that. I try to always give grace. I try to always be nice when I can, because you don't know what someone else is going through. But just because I'll give someone grace doesn't mean I won't report them if they say something genuinely heinous, right? Oh, sounds like you haven't said that. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have a stiff neck. But if I can get this fixed, I was really salty about it because at first I was really excited and then it was really hard to use. I think the turning off roll and turning on some smoothing has helped quite a lot. It was really bad at first. It's still pretty bad, but if I can just get a little bit of dead zone, then I'll be very happy. He's fighting sobriety, okay. Neondex is fighting Maximus. Good fight, Aeondex. I'm still glad I got the head tracking working. Still a huge improvement. And it is all thanks to Ares, so thank you, Ares. Maybe there is a way to actually run the track IR software itself in Wine when I have Source doesn't open, and maybe that's where I can do these settings, right? Yeah, we've been working on this for about 4 or 5 days. 4 days. It was about the weekend when I started this. No, it was 5 days. It was like Friday or Thursday. Yeah, so about a week to get this part working. I'm glad it is. I was just gonna buy like a really expensive webcam that could do a really high frame rate to try and do this. That's the wrong roll. Oh, good fight. It was a little annoying that he was doing chaffing, but I mean, I was doing shield resetting, so. Fair, all's fair. All's fair. Like I said, Badger's good, and honestly, like, it's a little annoying, the chaffing, but I get why he was doing it. Honestly, that might be the only way a larger fighter gets a chance to get a shield reset. Google did all the work? Nah. Is there like a huge delay, guys? I feel like there's a really huge delay. Ah, good fight. Weird, okay. All right. How long have we been live for? About an hour, okay. What are you doing? Oh yes, the all fly forward in a straight line, really fast trick. That dodges shots. Just sitting there in an Aurora inside the station shooting at people is wild. I know he's probably a noob. I'm just like, man, that's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it pans out, right? Okay, hello. Radar just untracking you. go. All right, well, that was probably our last fight. Let's get out of this lobby here, and let's go into PU for a little bit. I think with the smoothing, it's okay. The smoothing and taking out roll is okay. All right, really quick, I'm also going to go and get a drink here. I'll be right back, chat. Okay, so what do we want to do today in verse? I guess get some MDBs would probably be the first thing. So I'm not sure exactly what the best way of doing that is. All right. Hey, Snipey. Good to see you, man. How have you been, Snipey? It's been a hot minute. Have you been playing much of this current meta? It's a little rough. It's a lot rough. I'm slowly getting everything working on my Linux transition. We have head tracking now, though it's the dead zones aren't working. I wonder if... So I'll have to play around with that next. Pulverizer is what I'm rocking. I won the shiv size 4 and 2 size 3 as attritions, and then the last 2 size 3 distortion repeaters. Okay. That could work out. We should get some more fights in as well, Sea-Dog. I really want to fight you more because I feel like you could help me improve a lot, especially in the wolf. Actually, there is a weapon shop here. Goodbye, sound. We'll just check it, see if there's any distortion. Right now, we're running a full ballistic let out on the Shiv, which is not going to be very good for what we're doing here. I'm gonna back right in here. Oh, the mass drivers are here. Hey, we do have distortion cannons. Um, my stick was broken for a month or so, so I haven't played. Just fixed it, start playing again. Sea Dog is a good over PvP training with. Yeah, Sea Dog is awesome. Yeah, no, honestly, Sea Dog, I'd love to even like. If this is too much, no worries. But I'd love to even get a Discord with you and just really nail some stuff out. Have a good one, Alex. Thanks for the duels, man. Sorry I was a little salty at the beginning about the head tracking. I was never mad at you. I want to make that clear. I was never mad at you, bud. It was just frustrating to finally get it to work and then no dead zone. Yeah, but for right now, it's kind of like we get what we get, right, Sky? So I think I'm going to cheese it a bit here, chat. We're going to go over here to the Shiv, vehicle weapons, and I guess we'll replace the on this guy. So save that. Okay. Then we need to go in and ensure the loadout. Okay, now what we're going to do is go and reset our spawn and just run back to Lorville. And we at least have the size 3s already, but we might need to go buy the size 4s. Yeah, I guess he did miss the Shredder era meta. Honestly though, like, I don't know if I'm just molding or if it's like, I was kind of enjoying this meta at first when people were still figuring out what to do. But as the Wolf and as the like M cannon arrow become more prevalent, I'm enjoying it less because like the Gladius is my favorite ship. So I was really enjoying flying the MDB Gladius. But it just seems like the Gladius is still kind of F tier. Because it really does feel like with the velocity changes or with netcode or with something, it is really hard to hit the arrow or the wolf right now. Like it just feels like you're missing shots at even like 600 meters, right? You have to get like 400 and closer, it feels like. Whereas with the wider ships, with the Talon, with the Gladius, Hawk, Blade, you can hit them all the way out to like 1,000. Yep, the shields are bad. And so like honestly, like I've been thinking this and I can't really say too much, but I almost feel like these shields are tuned not for this flight model, but for the next one. Like I might be crazy on that, but I think it is just public knowledge that the next flight model will have less backstrafe speed, backstrafe capability, right? So I don't know, it kind of feels like maybe this is pure code. Am I just fucking lost? What the fuck? Where the hell is the commercial line? This is not here, this goes right back out here. something's weird. Yeah. You go to Metro, and then you go down, you go to the right. Oh well, I guess we have to go spaceport first. I think that's what it is, actually. Now that I think about it. Yeah, I'm used to being in spaceport already, that's what it is. Yeah, and I'll be real, this is a bad habit, but usually if I lose the opening pass, I will just go for a reset until I get a better intro, because it's so easy to get shields back, right? The shields are really, really, really frustrating right now. Especially you combo that, and you combo that with how you have to short mag, how you have to fire outside of your effective range of your guns, because if you don't, they're gonna get their shields back, right? And it genuinely just feels like it's harder to hit than it should be. Like it feels like almost 90% of the fight is off pip aim now. Maybe I'm coping, maybe I'm molding. Maybe it's just mad cause bad. I admit I'm not like a top tier pilot. I'm not. But like I really don't like how the pip is basically inaccurate until you're within 400 meters. Exactly, yeah. Hey, we have a Hermes coming in. This is still one of the coolest things, and I wish they kind of showed it more in more locations, is just seeing people come and go from the spaceports make them feel so much more alive. Yeah, now we can go to commercial line. Yeah. Like I really think to get shields back should be almost a complete full disengage. Like you need to nab out to really get enough time to get a shield back. And maybe that'd make team fights feel bad, I don't know, but it just what we have right now is fucking wild. At 2x to 3x the current reset time, yeah, no, I'd be okay with that. 100%. What's crazy, I'm not sure if you ran into it, Sea Dog. Have you run into anybody who runs on like a Gladius or a Wolf, a mixed FR66 and like I think it's like a Kira or whatever it is, the grade A civilian shield generator? Because those are the fastest recharge. So if you do that, you from shields down, you can get like a 6.5 second recharge time, which is fucking wild. It's disgusting. Like, okay, I say that, and I don't blame anybody for doing it. This entire meta right now fully encourages you to just to do it, and I want to fly the Gladius. Like that's my favorite ship in the game to fly. But I feel just so punished for it because I just will take more fire because of my width. Yeah, it was so triggering. And I try to also get upset. I really do. Like I'm a little stressed right now. Just full disclosure. So I was gonna be taking a sabbatical from work for like 6 months, little less, more like 4 months really. But then I talked with my boss stuff, and they didn't want to do that, and they didn't want to let me change my schedule and stuff, so I actually just quit. So Friday was my last day, but then they're like, no, actually we need you, and so now they're going to let me come back on not as an employee but as a contractor, and then I set my own hours, and I can just work as much or as little as I want. But at least that way, but I built their entire system. I'm their IT guy, and like everything from their directory is that into security to their server structure. I did all that. So like, even if they hire a new IT guy, it'll take them a while to get up to spec, and so they want me around for a little longer. You need a handshake right now for a fun fight? Yeah. You need people do it to agree to stay in close. And even then, it's so hard. Like, the game so deeply encourages you to just backstrafe and get your shields back. But yeah, so I'm a little stressed right now, which is also adding to my stuff. Plus messing with Linux. But I like Linux. I want to make that clear. I do like Linux a lot. I've enjoyed running it. I enjoy how customizable it is. I enjoy just that it's not fucking Windows. Because Windows has just gotten worse and worse. And the game does run genuinely better. Like, yeah. 60, 70 FPS at Lorville. No more stuttering when I enter stuff like Chalas or Ashlands.
Stand by and let passengers disembark before boarding. Next stop, Kisa Spaceport.
This is cool glasses, gang. I still think those ones look really uncomfortable with it being an earbud glasses. But Cal, I want my shields to recharge instantly, and everyone else's take 55 seconds. Okay, yeah, let's do that meta. Let's have just my shields and just Jay Beecham's recharge instantly. My back, I spent $45 on this shit. Yeah. How's it going, Jay? I just... It doesn't feel good to be... Especially when you are ahead and you start making progress when they get it back. I still want shields to matter. Don't get me wrong. I want shields to matter. I do want shield gameplay to matter. It just feels way too quick right now. Honestly, like, right now we're saying like 2 times to 3 times, which I would be down for. That would basically make lasers feel closer to ballistics, though. I mean, let's not talk about how most of these ships are purchased.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
Alright, vehicles, select ship. All right. Murder hobo in game, not IRL.
Keep it going, people.
Oh, okay, we did put the helmet back on. That would be interesting, Dog. That would be really interesting, actually. So, like, we start our regen at the current times, but the regen rate is just slashed. What do you guys think about shields greatly reducing ballistic damage and taking significantly longer to come back online, and then recharge pending damage mitigation? Yeah, I mean, where I personally stand on the ballistics argument, honestly, is there should be a I think I personally have just, I no longer buy just the idea of ballistics getting the pen through shields at all, right? Now, okay, at all maybe sounds a bit final. But if we let's think of the Gatlings, right? These are relatively small projectiles firing at a very high velocity, a high rate of fire. What does that sound like? I mean, to me, the shields, that sounds the same as going through particles in space, right? There's dust, there's stones, there's debris. When you're moving at a fast speed in space, that would absolutely be ripping into your hull the entire time. So I feel like shields should natively be very good at getting rid of small, high velocity physical objects. Like, I feel like that should be their main job. They should be really, 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 really good at that. And then, okay, but what about like the Medusa cannons or like the C-788s or any large cannon? Make it be a mass check. Let's say, like, for each size of shield generator, there's a certain level of projectile that it will just reject. But if too much hits it at once, too much mass hits it at once, then it will break through the shield and it will still pen. So, you know, a Gladius won't just ignore a Medusa cannon shot and stuff like that, right? Or like the chain gun on a Polaris or a Mac cannon, right? There should be a level where it can get through, based on size with kind of a scaling chart, right? But then, okay, so they don't damage shield, and they also probably shouldn't really damage shields at all. They should either break it and pen through and over and, you know, nuke your shields, or they should be rejected. And then that way, I want to encourage a mixed loadout personally. And so we have lasers to strip shields, and then once shields are down, I think ballistics should have a very, very, very quick time to kill, like sort of like in a dogfight, right? When you get the kill here, YouTube, and this might never work for sources, and this might never actually be good. This is kind of something that I would kind of like, because one thing I really like when I'm playing like nuclear option or DCS is I like when you do get the guns on and you get that kill. So, like, see if I can find one of these guys. Yeah. So like this would be really cool. So if you get shields down and you just get one burst on and it absolutely just fucking wrecks them, it might never actually work for it might never actually work for Star Citizen, but like if we have our, you know, long time to kill be on the shields, and then once the shields are down, ballistics can just fry them, that might be really fun to me. It would screw over any ship that only has 2 guns though, and that's not what I want to do, right? I would still want this to be balanced. Hello, what processor and video card do you have? I got a Ryzen 9 9950 X3D, and I have a RTX 5080, and we're playing in 4K at high settings. But yeah. Especially if they make the game a little bit less aim focused and a little bit more flight focused, and make aiming a lot harder when without a really precise flight control input. A lot more jerk, a lot more nose wobbles, which might not be fun. Once again, I'm just like kind of thinking of how to make that work, because in DCS you don't have 6 off, and you're not always nose to nose, right? All right. What's also important, Kra, is I have 32 gigabytes of 7200 mega transfers a second RAM, and 32 gigs is kind of the minimum. I wish I had 64, but I'm not buying more RAM right now. So wait, it's number 6, right? That's what I want.
Nice to see you again, rookie. I'll be able to call you that much longer. For your next lesson, I've got some multi-cruise ships ready to take you on. Not only will you need to avoid turret fire, but these larger ships have multifaceted shields. That means you'll need to focus.
Shoot, you're right.
Out a shield face if you want to start doing some real damage. All right, make your way to the training site when you're feeling brave.
Ryzen 7 800X3D, Ryzen... Yeah, dude, you'll be perfectly fine. That's a fantastic system. How much RAM do you have, though, and what speed? You know, you've got the best AMD GPU available, and you have arguably the best pure gaming CPU. The reason why I have the 9950 X3D is because I stream, and I record, and I video edit, right? I'm just gonna route. So, do the AI still not know to turn back on their ships? Might need to figure out a different solution though, because I think, yeah, that's gonna fire both. Hold on. I need like the fire keybind.
Hostiles heading to your position. Prepare to engage.
Oh, this is not great. I'll just fix this later, but this way I can do this. All right. And are some of my guns not turned on? No, they are. So here's the thing. It's hard to guarantee that because the game is not optimized, right? And you might be getting good FPS, but the server might be getting shit FPS. And really, in general, the big fights, people are going to be showing up in things like Idris's, Polaris's, things that have giant internal FPS maps that are also not very well optimized right now. So, no, I think depending on your resolution, you're gonna be probably wanting to, I don't know, expect in the big fights getting 40 to 50s, and in most gameplay, yes, you'll be able to get to you'll be able to get higher. Okay, so I didn't even check to see what guns he had before I did this. This is more of a test, I guess. Those do not look like NDBs. Oh, he does have them on the turret. So I will need to kill the pilot and then come back. You'll be able to run the game Trot, as good as anyone else. Probably should have shot this open from the ship if I'm being real here. And before I've lost my ship forever because I dropped the fire extinguisher, so putting them in my bag. That does appear to be the case. Yeah, we'll just shoot over the chef. Crot, I can't guarantee you that. Okay, so the game is unoptimized, right? I can't guarantee you what shifts he will bring or what location you're going to be at, right? There are different parts of the verse that run better or worse. I can't just say, yes, you can get 70 plus FPS because that's just not realistic. Nobody always gets good FPS. The game's not optimized yet. Better hardware does help to an extent. Right now, I'm getting a lot of FPS. Like here, let me give you my exact FPS right now. I'm getting like 90 FPS playing in 4K, almost 100 FPS playing in 4K. Okay. But yeah. The game does not run perfect, and it won't for a long time. So especially in a large fight where you could have Idrises, you could have Polarises, no, you're not gonna get 70 FPS. No, but the answer is nobody will. Especially at like 1080 or 1440p.
All targets neutralized. Catch your breath. The next one is on its way.
Let's see. This game is sort of like playing old school Arma. You get the FPS you get and your hardware is a suggestion. You've got the best CPU for the game. As long as you have 32 gigs of RAM or more. Okay. Okay. No, I knew they would spawn, and I thought it wouldn't really matter, and I could just, because I wouldn't be able to find this one again after fighting and moving 30 some kilometers, right? Did it shut off? But I didn't think they'd Pearl Harbor my ship. I thought it could survive. All right. Let's get some distance here. We didn't damage it much, so we should be able to get a safe-ish distance away. Firebird, I swear to God. Alright, let's cut light support. Bring radar down. Another one on coolers. Alright. These are ballistic cannons. I haven't flown a freelancer since 2019. The game was so buggy that they gave everybody a free freelancer as an apology for a little while. Back when this shit was still relevant. Bicording. But this ship has been long forgotten by CIG. Are these like tarantulas or sword cannons? I'm gonna check in a second, I think. Oh, they're deadbolts. Wow. Deadbolts feel fast when you're so used to the sea cannons. Oh, can I even damage you? We're good. Isn't this riveting gameplay, guys? Don't we love PvE? Isn't PvE awesome? Those are more NDBs on the turret.
That's it. Let's go. Good
There might be a shot that I get those. We wait for it to stop. And then I would have gotten 3, which would be enough for a Gladius. That's true. The mining was I mean, it was fine, honestly. It was cool to get the worthwhile stuff. It's just it's not my speed. I love this bright internal light that makes it really hard to see. I risk bumping it like this. It's still moving at a couple meters per second. Like 5 or 6, which could get away from me. So if I position myself under it here. I stop you like right here. That I think did slow it down. All right, let's try it. Oh, heck yeah. Oh. They're talking about ships that have too large crew requirements. This is one of them. They need to open exterior again here. Alright, let's see if we can't get these guns. Yeet. Haha, success! Success! We lost one in a ship. Yeah, there we go. But we improvised, we adapted. We took their own ship to kill them, which now I can't find because space is weird. Wibbly wobbly. Where is you at? There is you at. Alright. 3 is enough for a Gladius, that is true. I'm sure that's fine. Now the real question is, Will we be able to fly somewhere to drop these off without the AI attacking? Let's figure this out. Let's just try Lorville, because I don't think Lorville has defense turrets. Yeah, this ship is, like I said, they had some weird idea for crew requirements. Methinks the ship did not like being stolen. I think this ship did not like being stolen, and yeah, don't worry that I have an unenclosed visor. It's yeah, it's fine. Well, huh. I wonder if that ship is gonna make the jump. I guess we go back. It's hard to want to get on lately with the C78 meta. Been doing off meta for my wolf, which is fun, but then 4 talons jump you, yeah. Well, even the laser meta in the size 1 through 3 category is really unfun because of the shields. It's honestly a rough meta. I really hope that they look into time to kill and they look into shield regen, at least for the small ships. I also feel like after the velocity changes, after bringing things down in speed, and maybe it's just because I'm on Linux right now, maybe it's because something else, because like, I wasn't feeling this bad on Windows, or maybe it's because people are getting better. I feel like it's like the pip is really bad this patch. Like the pip doesn't feel accurate until you're within like under 400 meters, like any gun, which is just rough. Like I know off pip aim is a skill, but man. So what I'm wondering is if that ship completed the jump, I wonder if I could jump back to Ida and then back to Kirsten and find it. Alright.
Being inconsiderate of your fellow travelers. Do not lock doors.
Hey, you have a good one? Yeah. I appreciate all your help with the head tracking. We're not done yet, but it's way better than it was. I really do think turning off the roll and turning on the moving helped a lot for it to be usable. I still would like a little bit of dead zone though, so I gotta figure that out.
Trespassing or attempting is now arriving to Tisa Spaceport. Stand by and let passengers disembark before boarding.
Yeah, thanks so much for all your assistance. I know I get salty, but I'm not ready to give up on Linux yet. So I do need to get a working Windows install because I really kind of want to play Battlefield for Wake Island. Which is a shame because in general I really dislike what they're doing with Battlefield 6. I hate how they took away the closed weapon playlist, or aka the real Battlefield game playlist. And then now they've taken out Rush and everyone's pissed at that. And it's like, yeah. But I want to play. Those new naval maps look a lot of fun. I won't stream it or anything because this is a Star Citizen channel, but I do play other games and quite enjoy them usually.
Please watch your step when disembarking the train. First in security reserve device.
All right. Let's claim our shiv.
To the ASOP.
We didn't insure it again. Oh my god. Chat, I shouldn't be allowed. I shouldn't be allowed to play this game. Yep.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
And I don't think we bought any spare size 4s. Who lets you manage that's apparently, yeah, I don't know. It's so different than how it used to be, and I just can't adapt. I guess we'll throw rhinos on there. We have rhinos, so they aren't at our 4s, but I'm not going back to the commercial line.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle please visit us again.
Honestly, actually, actually, I want to send it back down. I want to see if I found any better components for it,
ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
because it has a pretty bad component layout right now, stock. And we did do a lot of component farming, so some of it I think is still stuck back in Grim. Hold on, I need to cancel that because we need to take off the jump drive first. Excelsior unequipped. Now we can go through here. Now we can put you back on. Okay. Did I melt my cosmetics pack? I think I did.
Welcome.
And I'm only 3-ish?
Vehicle retrieval system.
You're 3 years old, Arius? Or Ekon? Ekon, you're 3 years old? Man. Wild 3-year-old over here.
Visit us again.
Nah, I just turned 31 at the end of July. So hold on for getting 0, yeah. But no, I'm looking forward to next week. Next week's going to be a big transitory period for me. A lot of stress to figure all this out, but I have the money for it. I had the money to go on sabbatical and not work. So insure. We put a paint on, and we changed loadouts. Insure. I almost lost all those components. Sure. We did the guns and we insured it, and then we're like, oh, let's change the components, and we almost didn't. Okay, all right. Whew. I do love the Shiv though. I think the Shiv would probably be one of the first ships I would get in the game, if I didn't already like have a bunch of ships, right? Like, the first ship I would get is definitely a Gladius, because I need to have a Gladius. Then probably a Wolf, then a Shiv. Probably a Hurricane for my heavy fighter. Buccaneer. Yeah. I do want to play more on my Zero to Hero account. Maybe we'll do that next stream, because kind of the PvP has died a bit around Chala's and Ashlands. We're almost good on that. I'm sure we can still get a better power plant stuff. Oh yeah, no, it's the best generalist ship in the game. It makes the Clipper look like shit. You squeeze out a Clipper into the bucket in the bathroom, man. Yes, the Clipper does have a med bed for FPS. That is the only advantage it has. It has less cargo, less maneuvering, less DPS. In my opinion, it does look worse. I know a lot of people don't like the interior look of the Shiv and like how the panels are, but I do think from the outside, it's a pretty decent looking ship. The looks are subjective. Right now I wouldn't do a Hornet. Maybe a Ghost, but not anything else. Because honestly, the Shiv kind of covers the Hornet category in terms of weaponry, and like, this is assuming you don't have infinite, you know, money. Eventually you would get a Hornet for sure. Another game I've been thinking of trying again that I haven't played since 2015 is Elite Dangerous. I did watch some PvP, and man, it didn't look very skill-based at all. But it could have been the guy I was watching wasn't very good, because it looked like every weapon was gimbaled and auto-aimed. And the turn rate is glacial compared to Star Citizen. But it would be a fun game to give a try again. I'm not sure if I would stream it or do like a video comparison. So I would just do light springs. I have done no spring. I actually have done no spring when my springs would break, and while it can be done, it's pretty suboptimal, especially for just general use. In the fight, it doesn't matter all that much. All right. Methinks that AI ship did not survive the jump. I was hoping it would, and I would see a marker. Nothing on the radar. So we have to do it again. Yeah. It's just, you know, I would never use the Shiv as a general fighter. This is more, like I said, right now I need cargo bay, right? I'm playing solo. You can get around all the advantages of the Shiv if you just play with a friend, right? But I'm playing solo and trying to get NDBs. So what other Shiv am I going to take for this, right?
Now that you're in position, we can start the lesson. Stand by. Contact. Ready up.
All right, and we got him shut off. Okay, and then we're going to change back. Away we go. I wonder if I can unlock the ports from the co-pilot seat without killing him. Does not look like it. Hey, bud. Actually, let's try the config screen. Why do I not have a config screen? Okay. Shame.
Wave clear. Here comes the next.
We can be quick about it. Okay, he's EM'd. Where's this Firebird at? Alright, and now we need to swap to Sucker Punches. Don't have a pip for that for some reason, but that's okay. And we got it turned off. Okay. Oh, did he come back? There we go. Okay. This one was way more successful than our last attempt. All right. Perfect. You know what? Is the Clipper in shops yet? This is me being petty because people still go to my first fucking ship review on the shiv here. And they still say that the Clipper is a better generalist. I wonder if I should do like a comparison and say, okay, generalist, so we have to earn like 500,000 in each major gameplay loop that we can do, right? And then just how long does it take us in each ship?
Hopefully you can feel yourself improving, because I'm definitely seeing it on my side.
Yay,
I
Starfield.
recommend a bit of downtime, and then we can get back at it. Rest up, and I'll see you soon.
Sure, but I mean, if you don't die in your mission, the med bed ain't that valuable. All right, let's head back to Kirsten and drop off these NDBs. Yeah, I would define generalist as a ship that isn't meant to excel at any one gameplay loop, but is a good ship for you to take for all of them, right? You wanted to dip your toes into as many things as possible, and I really do think the Shiv, it just slaughters the just absolutely slaughters the Clipper on that front. Blind, where the hell is Lorville? There it is. I mean, for PvE, the Clipper is actually worse now after the armor, but it's like fine. It's the saber, but it doesn't have the turn rate of one, right? Like a lot of people that give the Clipper just rave reviews, and man, I don't buy the hype. No, I know what you mean. Cutter and Clipper were really close. Honestly, now that I'm getting used to the head tracking, it's still a little annoying. If I can get my recenter buttons and my pause head tracking button to work, though, it could be okay, right? The smoothing and turning off roll really helped it out, though. Hey, speaking of a cutter, it's abandoned above Hurston. Okay, I'm not sure we can call Drake piece of a POS while I'm flying a Gray's Market. Yeah, I guess Raynex was a lost technology, huh? A little overrolling there. That's on me. Alrighty. How much does the Clipper cost in game? I think Clipper's fun for the fact that I can live in this small ship feeling. I mean, you have that on any ship that has an interior, basically. Okay. We got my bed. Got my storage. Got my gun rack. In fact, I have something that the Clipper don't have. My own personal hygiene station with a wash bucket and a waste bucket and toilet paper. Only to talk you through being able to store stuff? Sure. Yeah, I think my my elevators are broken. Or are you basically saying unequip all my guns, bring it down, pull it up, bring it up, put them back on? That would be a way. That'd be hard to get to the turret, but... We open exit and open, okay. Different than what I was thinking. Holy shit, it worked. You're a G. I was gonna do it way more complicated than that. Booyah. Now, I wonder if like an M cannon on the nose and 2 NDBs on the wings would feel good on the Gladius. Pure NDBs is fine for in the fighters, but I like to for the PE we want to punch a little higher. Where's my solar wind livery? I haven't ran that in a while. Oh my god, I got it! Oh, I got the foundation gun! I'm so happy. I'm so happy, chat. Chat, I'm so happy. We should have... Yeah, we have VKOO. We have force walls. Should I try 1 web for regen? Not that we're gonna really run into it. We can do a Dynaflux here. We don't have that, and then okay, so on the nose, we can do like the M5A, and then we can do the NDBs on the wings, and that'll be a 4 power. All right, now let's ensure this shit. NDBs for fighters and keeping shields down. And because if we max out M cannon, we won't actually have enough capacitor for it. So you want a high rate of fire gun, so that way you can have a high rate of fire, a high hit percentage, right? But that M cannon will let me hit a little bit harder and start stripping armor on a few larger things. I was missing some guns here, but it's Ooh, or we could do the PhD. I always was a fan of this. I don't think I have any mags for it, but that's okay. We can get mags. All right, and then let's go and finish that last one with which was the Connie. And let's just see how this build feels. I know these skins are kind of basic. They are kind of a reskin of the Solar Winds, but I'm really glad. I wouldn't have minded the Arrow one as well, but I do like this a lot. I do like this a lot. Teal is one of my favorite colors of all time. I actually have an entire Warhammer army painted teal. The silvering would fit perfect in like an ironclad. The ship's too big for an ironclad, really, because it's just massive wingspan, but... okay. I think my power plant's dead from the on fire stuff, I think. Yep, that was it. That was literally it. Okay. Can we run just the one cooler? I don't think we can. I feel like we lost some power there. Yeah, I dig it, chat. I dig the skin. Alright, let's route to our mission. All the abandoned ships directly above. I wonder why.
Okay, you're in the right place. Stand by while I deploy your targets.
We're in like the shadow, so we don't get to see all the cool lighting effects over these types of places. This is some of my favorite places to fight, though.
Hostiles spotted. Give them what you got.
All right. Yes, the pip is almost the same. You neutralize it, basically becomes the same. Someone's writing a novel in global chat. Come on. Get your role matching right, Eric. Alright. So he wakes up, we're just gonna take full advantage of this. And short mag it. Right in the dead zone of this turret here. Now we've enough armor that we're damaging with everything. And we have to keep short magging because we're never gonna get all our shields down. But his shield regen is insane. We've killed that turret even in that precision mode. Now we have a safe place to just sit here. And finish the fight. PvE. There it is.
On this lesson. Fantastic.
So it blew... it blowing up wrecked my ship, apparently.
This lesson will help you grow.
It doesn't look like it visually, but man, did that... I guess that's a little frustrating when you can't tell when it's about to go. And staying close is so meta. Alright. The build works for PvE. I don't know if killing a guy in PvP is the same. We'd get more panic rolling. More nav running. Less turret gunners. Alright, let's bring it into Everest Harbor and we'll buy some PASC ammo. And we will just repair the ship, get everything out again. Honestly, I know the discourse in this game has been very negative lately. You know, the PvP crowd hates the current meta, myself included now that I've had more time in it. People are upset about the Star Citizen Live. It feels like Ollie got absolutely thrown under the bus, and that's probably not a fun place to be. I don't know. I think it would almost be better, especially with just how poorly everything's going, if they just delay 410 again. Perfect landing. Head tracking, you say, yes, we got it working. It's not perfect. So, for example, if we pull back up Linux track here. Here we go. So, I have dead zone set. So right now, notice how this isn't moving, but my thing is there, and then when I move farther, it is moving. So those dead zones are how I could like talk or like focus on the fight and have a solid pip, but still be able to track when I would need it. And we go to the detailed axis here. There's supposed to be a dead zone right here where there's nothing going on. So like this is pitch. So like this initial movement shouldn't actually be detected, but it is. And this was really bothering me before we turned off basically positional offset. We turned off roll. We turned on a bunch of smoothing in game, and now it's okay, but still a lot more rough than I would like it to be. We did get it working thanks to Ares' help. And poor Aeondix, he did really well, beat me in a fight as I was struggling with head tracking, and I kind of raged, and I hope he knows I wasn't raging at him. I was raging at my aim being all jittery. Because Aeondix is incredibly, he is probably the fastest I've ever seen anybody learn in this game, just straight up. He's so good now. And honestly, if I can just figure out the dead zones, like it's okay, it's playable now that we've set up the smoothing and stuff. But we're close. We are close. All right. What time is it? 11. So we are a little bit past stream end time. We started a little bit late though. But I do think I probably will just buy some ammunition and then call it here for the night, because I don't really have a game plan for the rest of it. But I am thinking maybe we do get a clipper and we compare it, because I know not everything can be shown in stats. Like, for example, the Hurricane. The Hurricane, if you only look at stats, seems underwhelming. And it's an absolute monster. I don't think the clipper will convince me, but so many people say it's better than the Shiv, and I disagree. And I kind of want to do another video on that. Yeah. Okay, bud? All right. There we go. So we did put away the pulverizer for a bit. Yeah, I was going to call it a little bit early tonight. I want to do some other stuff, but yeah, officially at the end of this week is the last day I'm working full time. So gonna have a lot of changes, a lot more time to make content and to make stuff on here. Gonna be focusing on losing weight, so hopefully I can lose some weight and fit better into my flight suit for the for the October stuff. Honestly though, here's the thing. Now that we got head tracking working, chat, like if we can just figure out those dead zones, we're basically based in the Linux build, and we don't need to go back to anything else. Which is really cool. It's really cool because the game does just run way better for me on that. And so yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. I will probably not stream tomorrow. I might, because I do want to tinker more, but also I want to talk with some of my friends and play some games with them. I do kind of want to try Battlefield 6 again on my Windows install, just because the Wake Island map looks kind of fun. But yeah, I also was unironically thinking, like, actually, let me check really quick before I go. Would any of you guys be interested in like a comparison of Star Citizen and Elite Dangerous? I know Elite Dangerous is a very different game. I own it. I haven't played it since 2015. But it would be from the PvP side. So I don't know how long it would take me to get a ship that could PvP in this game. I don't know how crazy the metas are. Unfortunately, I can't just buy myself the #1 best light fighter Idris for $1,400 and then have the game beat. But I was kind of debating giving it a try again. Oh, it does have PvP, yeah. Though most people do play on private servers. But hey, I don't know. Could be fun. It would be cool. Okay, yeah. Then if we do a stream of Elite Dangerous, we will be doing it on one of the extra days. So a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But yeah. I just I haven't played it in so long. I know this game is super grindy, or at least it was when I played it. So I don't know how quickly we'd be able to get a combat capable ship. I think there is one. I don't know if I think it's called the Adder or something that you can get relatively quick. But I don't know. Just as a Econ says, I can teach you the basics in Elite. Yeah, absolutely. I'll probably get Odyssey and stuff, but yeah, just because I do think maybe Elite has a better fight model right now. I was watching a video. Let me see if I can't pull it up here and find it. Let's see. I think, yeah, it was this video by Nug. Let me skip this AI ad for 3D printing here. Yeah, so we'll skip it back just a bit and turn on the audio here.
We'll send him the default pirate
So
message.
like it has things like, you know, PMing and social tools and stuff, but like he's literally going up to people and asking them to eject cargo.
Eventually, I think so. I will let him off. Oh wait, my fighter's going all in, guns blazing. Stop. Much better.
And I don't know, just looking at how the ships move was kind of cool. Let me see if I can find a better spot here.
What is that?
Yeah, so that's him dropping stuff.
Later on, but we've just to himself. We've sent him the
here. There we go. Yeah, like
so
right here, just how the ships move, the way the thrusters are firing and stuff. It looks really interesting for the flight, right? Like that, like that looks kind of cool.
What is that?
He's getting them to drop cargo for him, and then later on, he's in this other combat ship, and he does fight a bit. Yeah, he attacks this guy.
Cargo from this system. If I'm pirate,
and like I said, I don't know how late game this ship is in whatever. One thing that like I don't know if this is the entire game or if this is just this particular guy. I never watched the videos before. But all of his weapons appear to be auto gimbal.
Unless they force me out of the system,
right?
Obviously, and then
like you can see a pip.
So
but
Shark DNA, have you got what it takes to fight it out and decide?
It looks like he just gets it in the circle and then it's like fine.
Be, Lord of the Pirates in this system,
right? So the turn rate's a lot lower. It looks like the lasers are instantaneous, which is kind of cool. It's very like Mech Warrior.
He's not having any of it. He's trying to leave already.
But I don't know. I think it would be fun to just give it a try and like just see what the difference is. There's no way I become an Elite Dangerous player over Star Citizen. I just have too much literally invested in Star Citizen, and I do think I will just enjoy the enjoy it better like that. Non-personalized ads are always weird, yeah. But no, I just think it'd be interesting to give it a shot, right? Anyways, guys, that's all for today. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for streaming. I'm streaming. Thank you for watching. But yeah, Nibel, sorry to kind of get off right as you were coming on, but yeah, I'll catch you guys all next time. Probably Thursday, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow might be Elite. If I stream tomorrow, it's almost certainly going to be Star Citizen, but we'll see.